Hi, I'm Brittany. Thank you for following my journey wherever the winds blow. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and make sure to check out my website, whereverthewindsblow.com. So I'll start out with just giving you a little bit of my background story and what led up to me being able to live my dream as a full-time RVer. So growing up, I could just never picture myself living a conventional lifestyle. I couldn't see myself settling down into a home and just working a 9-to-5 job and never really being able to get out and explore and see the country. Well, most people only get to take a vacation, once or twice a year, and then they have to wait until they're retired to hopefully be able to go see some more stuff. So it didn't sound like a fun life to me to do that. And starting at a very young age, I had different dreams of what I thought would be, the perfect way to live. I remember when I was very young, telling everyone that I wanted to be a homeless person on the beach and live with no worries and get to be where the weather was good all the time. And obviously, as I got older, I realized that that's not a safe way of life or how I would want to live. So I graduated into thinking that I wanted to live in a camper van and travel around. At one point, I actually did buy one, but it wasn't very practical with all of my pets to be able to do that. There just isn't enough space for all of us in a van, and I wouldn't give them up for the world. So I knew that I had to do something different. My next thought was that I wanted to just travel around to different houses. I thought about buying a house in Tennessee and leaving Arizona to go live out there for a while, and that just never played out. I actually ended up buying a house in Arizona when I was 20 years old and had kind of given up on my thoughts of travel, but it was always in the back of my mind that I wasn't happy to just settle down and not be able to see anything. So I had one thing or another holding me back for many years. But eventually, at one point in my life, everything just sort of lined up, and the only thing that was still tying me down to Arizona was my house. So I, gave it some good thought and considered selling the house, but then I finally settled on that I would rent the house out, have someone else live in it and cover the bills, maybe even pay a little bit more than what the mortgage is, get a little extra money in my pocket. So I went ahead and started to make that happen. I cleared out the house, sold almost everything that I owned. Once I got that all done, I started looking for a renter. Ran across a couple issues, but eventually found a great couple to move in. And after that, I moved out, and I started to fix up a little vintage camper that my aunt and uncle had given me. And after a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, quite literally, I got it all fixed up. I did a lot of custom stuff with it, and I moved into it and hit the road. And life has been a great adventure ever since. Some things have changed since I originally hit the road in that little camper. I found that it was just too small of a space for me and the animals. It was only 16 feet. And I not only travel with a fairly large dog and a cat, I also have a miniature potbelly pig. So, everyone crammed into that small of a space was quite a challenge. I was very torn with moving out of that camper and into something bigger. I was very attached to that little camper that I had fixed up with my own two hands. I also wasn't excited about adding the extra expense. When I first started traveling, I wanted to keep my bills very, very minimal. not have to work quite so hard to be able to get everything paid. I wanted to have most of my time to be able to get out and explore and see things, but to keep my pets happy and comfortable, it was worth it to me to add that extra expense, and I went ahead and got a much larger fifth wheel trailer, and that's where I'm at today. So that's the general story as to what led me up to this point, and I'll go into more depth about everything in the future. Definitely be putting a video up pretty soon of that vintage camper that I fixed up. Also want to make a video very soon introducing you to all of my pets. But mostly what I'll be sharing here is all of my adventures while I'm traveling. Right now I'll be in northern Michigan for the next month and a half, and I'll definitely be showing you everything there is to do around this area. I'm about 5 minutes from Lake Michigan, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I never realized how blue the waters were here, and it's just beautiful. So I'll definitely be sharing some stuff about that with you, as well as all of the other things to do in the area. And then when I leave here, I will be sharing everything along that route with you, and all of the adventures that I come across. Also, I'll share as things come up some DIY projects that I'll be doing in the trailer, as well as some truck and trailer maintenance, and if any repair issues come up, which we'll keep our fingers crossed that they don't, I will share those with you as well. I will also share any other struggles that I come across, as well as all of the benefits and rewards that there are to living a lifestyle like this. So please subscribe and check back soon for my upcoming videos, and thank you for watching my very first video here. Hopefully my videos will also improve and be more interesting as we go along this journey. So thank you for watching.